So today, pretty excited. We're gonna check out a welder by Ehomful. This Mig 145. So I am not an experienced welder at all. So this is from a totally DIY beginner point of view. I've had welded once or twice before very quickly, made a small repair, successful. So let's see what comes in the box and how easy it is to set up. So first off, we're gonna have these actually pretty nice gloves, you know. So these will be very functional, nice fit, protect you from the spark, from the heat, from the flames. Usually they're fire resistant, proof. Now we're gonna have the mask. So the mask that these kits come with are pretty basic. I always would like to work with a upgraded mask. So here it flips up. It has the adjustable head thing. It has a little pad here for your forehead. You got your screen here with a little protective film on it. And this is very basic to get the job done for doing quick repairs, or if you're a first-time welder and you just want to get going. But I would always recommend getting a more substantial mask, like I would myself. Now you have this box here, which probably has your hoses and all the other features. It comes with your gasless flux corded welding wire. This is a size 0.030, and this is also the same size, 8mm 0.030. So you get two. So you definitely have plenty of wire here. Is this one copper and this one? Let's see. Okay, so this is gas shielded solid welding wire, and this one's gasless flux corded welding wire. So two different types of wire, and that will go into detail in the instructions. Now you have this adapter here for the plug. We have our stick welding clamp here, another clamp here. So this will be the ground, and this will be holding the rod. And here you have your wire feeder. So that you can feed your wire through. It comes with two extra, I guess, heads there. Here's your wire feeder. Here's your connector. Plenty of length here. And we'll take out the unit, which is very well packed. It's another wire here. So like I said, very well packed, compact unit, but very substantial. You could get a lot done with a unit like this. Now, it comes with this different plug here, and then we have the adapter that plugs into the regular hole, on off switch here. You got the LED display there, got all the connectors, you know, dials here. Here you have your little access door to feed your wire, run it through, make your adjustments. Very convenient, nice handle. So far, it looks like a quality piece of equipment. Everything you need to get a lot of welding done. Different levels of welding. You got your hoses, gloves, pistol trigger. You could feed your wire through that hose. Got your basic face shield. Then you got your adapters. So this is the plug adapter to make it go into a standard plug. And there's your stick and your two gasless and gas wires. Now, like I said, I'm not a crazy knowledgeable welder. I'm a beginner. I've done welding, so I'm going to set this up and we'll take a look at that. Let's see how we get the wire through there. So what you have here is a spool, and you lock in the spool. You run the wire from underneath into this little funnel. Goes through here, and you have to make sure you have the right size little wire holder here for the right size wire. And this pressure switch, you unlock it, release it, and then you could change this spool by turning this a little bit and coming up with it. You lock it in, bring this down, pressurize it, and you could adjust the pressure by turning this knob, making this go up and down, and that you adjust when you feed the wire. So if it's too loose, the wire won't feed through. If it's too tight, it goes too tight and slow. So it was a little tricky getting it through here, through the little hole to go through the end of the machine. So it's gonna come out through this hose. So here I am with the unit about set up. I have the wire on the spool. It's peeking out the little port there. It's on. I'm not going to go into the settings because I really, like I said, am an amateur beginner welder. I do basic, so this is not about how to expertly run the machine. This is about basic setup from a amateur welder who's just starting out point of view. So now we're going to plug in the control switch. This activates the spool to feed the wire when you press the trigger on the gun. And we're going to run the wire through the little hole here in the hose for the trigger. And it locks in and twists, and it won't come out, it won't be pulled out. It's secure. If you're using gas, it comes with a gas air hose here. Plug that in. If you're not using gas, I guess you don't have to plug it in. And we're going to start feeding the wire through the, as you notice the spool running here, the wire is going through the hose and it should come out the tip. There we go. So that, I'll trim that off and we'll get ready to weld. We attached our ground and we clamped it to our muffler here that we're going to do some test welds on, and here we go. So like I said, I'm an amateur. This is very thin aluminum. It's probably not the right metal that I'm using, but we're just testing the function of the gun. I'm getting used to, because welding, you know, it's a skill, an art form which I do not possess. I made a crude repair one time and I was really happy with it. Still works to this day. But as far as doing a lot of detailed or clean work, this is not the video. This is not me. So the machine gets you going with everything that you need to start welding and start learning. So I would buy with confidence. It does more than what I can do, so that makes it a great unit for the price.